When I needed Penny to load, she hesitated. When I didn't need her to load, she walked straight on. Same horse, same trailer, so what changed? How much of ourselves do our horses experience? I was loading Penny for another trip to the veterinary hospital, and I was anxious. I was trying very hard not to show it. She pulled towards the field. She stopped. She stood on the ramp and blew, and she took her time. To be fair to her, her last 3 journeys in that trailer had all been 6-hour round trips to the veterinary hospital. She yawned. Because of her ligament injury, there hadn't really been anywhere else to go. No fun trips, no little journeys, no loading practice, just the hospital. We got there, but afterwards it made me think. So another day, I brought the trailer out again. This time, we weren't going anywhere. There was no appointment, no deadline, nothing riding on whether she loaded or not. It was simply training. And Penny walked straight on. Go figure. So what changed? The trailer hadn't changed. The horse hadn't changed. But the situation had, and so had I. Which made me wonder, how much of ourselves do our horses experience? Not because they can read our minds, but because they notice so much more than we often realise. Our breathing, our posture, the pace we walk, the tension in our hands, the softness or tightness in our bodies. They're constantly gathering information, just as we are. And I've started wondering whether the behaviour we see is sometimes a reflection of the state of the nervous system underneath. Think about your own life for a moment. When you feel safe, you're more likely to explore, to learn, to eat, to rest, to connect with other people. But when you're worried, or overwhelmed, or feel under pressure, those things can become much harder. Our priorities change. Perhaps it's not so different for horses, and perhaps our own state matters too. I can't know why Penny behaved differently on those 2 days. Maybe she associated the trailer with those long hospital journeys. Maybe she noticed something different about me. Maybe it was the absence of pressure. Maybe it was all of those things. I don't know exactly what Penny was experiencing, and I don't think we should pretend we can read a horse's mind, but I do think it's worth becoming curious. What does our horse notice about us? And what are we noticing about them? Perhaps instead of only asking, "Why did my horse do that?" we might sometimes ask, "What state were they in?" and "What state was I in?" Because our horses aren't just responding to the world around them. They're responding to the moment they're living in, just like we are. Maybe understanding behaviour doesn't always begin by changing our horse. Maybe it begins by slowing down, becoming curious, and noticing the conversation that's already happening between 2 living beings with nervous systems. One human, one horse, both simply trying to find their way through the world.